Johnny Hughes, as always, bringing you the very best to start your morning with. It's now time for sports. My name is Kelvin Owusu, and so thanks to Mega 6 Lotto, we bring you the latest in the world of sports. What would you do if you won 1 million Ghana cedis today with only 49 numbers to select from? Mega 6 Lotto gives you that opportunity to win loads of exciting prizes. Don't forget to play before 5 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Star 266 hash or download the iOS and Android apps to play this game on Mega6Lotto.com. Mega 6 Lotto is approved and regulated by the National Lotteries Authority. Let's begin from the Black Stars, and they continue their preparations ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifier against Madagascar on Wednesday afternoon at the Barbara Sports Stadium. This is the second training session for the team. My colleague Raphael Sarkodie from Akoma FM was present, came through with this report.
Well, so we are currently here at the Barbara Stadium. Day 2 of the Black Stars are training behind closed doors. So we have been here, but obviously the tight security over here at the Barbara Stadium means that nobody would be granted access to the stadium to witness what is happening inside regarding the training of the Black Stars. What we can confirm is that goalkeeper Lawrence Atizigi, who was conspicuously missing in action yesterday, is currently with the team training over here at the Barbara Stadium, and that gives the full complement of the players who were called by Coach Chris Hughton. Well, so we have been speaking to some of the supporters to find out their expectations ahead of that particular game on Friday, and they have been sharing with us their thoughts.
We are expecting the Black Stars to win this qualifying match against the Madagascans here.
Madagascar boy be ye ba san ke be hwe e players no ba na de o ma me yan wura enso ni nyina echi no du fia da ye be san ba be support wo me say ni.
We have also been to the Pajo Stadium where we witnessed Madagascar training, the Barriers of Madagascar training feverishly for this particular game, and indeed we can say that they arrived here in Kumasi, trained yesterday, and had their second training today as well.
So that is my colleague Raphael Sarkodie from Akoma FM. He was present at the 2 training sessions. Well, today there is going to be the mandatory training session for the 2 sides. Madagascar would have the media at 4 p.m. and then training is at 4:30. And Ghana would have the media conference at 5 p.m. and then training is at 5:30 at the Barbara Sports Stadium. The game is on Friday and kickoff is 4 p.m. Now let's move on to the CAF Women's Champions League, and it was all penalty drama.
Makes it half as big as possible. No, it's gone wide. The keeper has sent the wrong way, and Ponsa thought she put it in the corner and it just went wide of the upright. The Sporting Club Casablanca of double asphalt back could not. They have reached the final of the CAF Women's Champions League. And it will be they who represent Morocco in Sunday's final against the Mamelodi Sundowns. Heartbreak for Ophelia and Ponsa. It's Casablanca with 3-2 on penalties here. It was 2-2 after normal time, 2-2 after extra time. Full set of penalties to separate them. 3-2 on the penalty shootout. Sporting Club Casablanca through to Sunday's final. And then Darkoa will somehow have to drag themselves off the floor in 3 days' time. Face Asfar Rabat in the 3rd/4th place playoff. I must admit myself, I thought that.
So that was what transpired at the San Pedro Stadium, where the Ampem Dakwan ladies were kicked out of the CAF Women's Champions League by 3-2. The game ended 2-2 in regulation time. Now, after eliminating ASFA in the Women's Champions League, Mamelodi Sundowns will now play the final against Sporting Casablanca, where a 73rd minute finish from Bitumelo Rabali ensured that the game ended 1-0 in favor of Mamelodi Sundowns, who qualified to their 3rd successive final in the Africa Women's Champions League. Now, to the MTN FA Cup, and and Tiko Togo have been paired against Nations FC in the round of 64 in the MTN FA Cup. Well, it is expected that the Porcupines will meet their rivals who are almost coming up. Legon Cities will have to face Accra Lions. Defending champions Dreams FC play against Susubribri, and Hearts of Folk will battle Nania FC. Now, Nations FC coach Kasim Mengolo Kanse has promised the club's fans that he will do a better job to get results on the road, same as he has been winning the home games.
You are journalists, you've been following the statistics. All our away matches, we were the better side, we created the chances, we end up losing. Watch all our away matches. We play better, we create numerous chances. Some chances that are easy to score than to miss. And we waste of them against the run of play, then someone will enter our net, and that's all. See that way goes, we consider 1. So we are now working on it to get an away point.
So that is it there from Kasim Mengolo Kanse. Now to the Africa World Cup qualifiers. South Africa are eager to qualify for the World Cup after missing out the last time Ghana eliminated them during the group phase of the qualifiers. Now ahead of the games against Benin and Rwanda, Hugo Broos is confident of the right results.
And let's tell that result against Namibia and Eswatini. But I think it was a good thing that it happened then, because now I think the players are, every game, even you play against Eswatini or against Ivory Coast, you need the focus, you need the concentration, you need the good mentality. And you can avoid problems when you start the game like we did against Ivory Coast, against Morocco, against Liberia in Liberia. With the good focus, the good mentality, and then you avoid those problems that we had against Eswatini and Namibia. So, therefore, again, I'm confident that we can make 2 victories, but it will not come like this. We will have to fight for it.
They will have to fight for it, according to South Africa's head coach Hugo Broos. Well, matches came up yesterday in the qualifiers. Let's take a quick look at the results from the qualifiers in there ahead of the World Cup in Africa. Equatorial Guinea defeated Namibia 1-0. Rwanda settled for a goalless draw against Zimbabwe. DR Congo defeated Mauritania by 2-0. And Yohan Wissa was on target. While in the other game, Ethiopia drew goalless with Sierra Leone. There are matches coming up today. Burundi face Gambia, Botswana against Mozambique, Egypt against Djibouti, Kenya against Gabon, Algeria welcome Somalia, Togo travel to Sudan, Nigeria host Lesotho, Angola are guests to Cape Verde, and Morocco would play against Eritrea at home. Now to the South America World Cup qualifiers. Bolivia will play against Peru at 8 p.m. At 10 p.m. Venezuela against Ecuador, and then at dawn Argentina face Uruguay. Very tough game in there. Colombia against Brazil, and then Chile will play against Paraguay. So these are the games coming up. Now to the Euro qualifiers, which comes up this evening at 5 p.m. Georgia against Scotland, Estonia against Austria, there is Sweden against Azerbaijan, Cyprus against Spain, Hungary against Bulgaria, Montenegro will play against Lithuania, Liechtenstein against Portugal, and there is Luxembourg who would also be playing against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Slovakia also play against that is Iceland. By yesterday, Israel had to settle for a 1-0 draw against Switzerland. Vargas scored the opener for Switzerland before Weissman managed to equalize for that is Israel. So these are the games coming up today. Now, former professional footballer Aaron Lennon believes that Jude Bellingham will win everything in football. But before that, the new ball for the Euro 2024 tournament has been launched. Adidas have released the new ball for the Euro 2024 tournament. Well, the ball is just one of the transitions that comes through from the last 4 edition, and it's the latest that you can have with a brilliant piece of football being exhibited. Well, the craft and art ensures that the highest technology is put in the ball to ensure that goal line technology works perfectly at the European Championship. So that is the latest when it comes to the Euro 2024 ball that is going to be used. But Jude Bellingham is one of the players who has been used to promote the ball ahead of the championship, and former footballer Aaron Lennon believes that Jude Bellingham can win everything in football.
He's been unbelievable. But like you say, for someone so young, the way he carries himself, I've seen him do interviews, the way he speaks, he seems like been around forever. And like I said, the way he's took to the national team the way he now took to Madrid, it's endless for where he's going to go. I think hopefully he can stay away from any serious injuries because he's a phenomenal talent, and I've been, like I said, so impressed. And he seems such level-headed, so I don't think there's any worry for him. Like I said, the only worry in football is always injuries, and I think if he stays away from then, I think he wins everything. I think he goes on to be a superstar that we'll be speaking about for many, many years after even he retires.
Future England captain?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, even going on to captain, now let's move away from football to some boxing. And Francis Ngannou has received a top 10 ranking by the WBC following his performance against Tyson Fury. The 37-year-old narrowly lost to Fury on points after knocking the Briton down in Fury's WBC title, which was not on the line for that particular bout. Well, Ngannou was not previously ranked by the body, but at their 2023 convention, the WBC said he would come in at number 10 with Deontay Wilder ranked the number 1 contender and Anthony Joshua second. The WBC is a sanctioning body that oversees its own world rankings, with the IBF, WBO, and WBA also having their own rankings. The WBC also announced that a mandatory challenger for Fury's title will not be called until next year. Fury will fight WBA, WBO, and IBF champion Alexander Usyk in an undisputed heavyweight contest in February. Now, staying with boxing, Top Rank founder and CEO Bob Arum has confirmed that Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk will be announced later today.
Well, I can confirm that they will fight each other in Saudi Arabia. There will be a press conference in London Thursday of this week, the 16th, and they'll confirm the date and all the other circumstances about the fight taking place. But yes, the fight will be taking place, but I don't want to jump on my friend's announcement. So unfortunately, I won't be there, but we're going to do it electronically here for ESPN at the press conference. And I mean, I can't wait to see that fight.
Can't wait to see that fight, according to Bob Arum. Now, former heavyweight world champions Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are expected to fight in separate bouts on the same night as part of a stake card on the 23rd of December in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Britain Joshua will face Otto Wallin, with American Wilder taking on former champion Joseph Parker. If Joshua and Wilder both win, they could fight each other in 2024. So that is the latest when it comes to boxing heavyweight. Now, Rory McIlroy from golf has resigned from the PGA Tour board, and he did that on Tuesday, an abrupt move that comes as the tour is trying to finalize an agreement to create a new commercial enterprise involving Saudi Arabia's national wealth fund. Rory McIlroy on the reasons why he decided to quit.
List lips sink ships. So, we're trying to keep it tight within the walls, and I'm sure when there's news to tell, it will be told. The professional game has never been stronger or healthier from a financial standpoint. There's never been a better time to be a professional golfer. But that's 5% of what golf is. Even if a deal does get done, it's not a sure thing. So, we're just going to have to wait and see. But in my opinion, the faster something gets done, the better.
Presumably that's beneficial to you, because I don't know. I mean, are you enjoying having a seat at that particular table?
Not particularly, no. Not what I signed up for whenever I went on the board.
So that is from Rory McIlroy. He wasn't feeling what he signed up for, and he wasn't seeing things that should have actually happened for the group. Finally, for Formula One, Lewis Hamilton says it's important people are taken care of and not impacted negatively by the Formula One coming to Las Vegas.
There's been a lot of complaints about the event being here from the locals, and I think we have to be respectful of the locals here. So many people here working so hard. We've got to make sure that there's a lot of money and wealth in this city, and also the places we're going and this industry. And so we've got to make sure that people are taken care of, I think. And we can't be a circus that shows up that's all glitz and glamour and people are affected negatively by it, in my opinion. And so that's, but I think those guys are working.
So So that is it there from Lewis Hamilton, and that was Summer Pass Sports for this morning by the Las Vegas Grand Prix on Friday at 4 p.m. You can watch it. Mega 6 Lotto, thanks to them for making us bring you the latest in the world of sports. 6 numbers can change your life with Mega 6 Lotto. Selecting from only 49 numbers, you can win up to the tune of 1 million Ghana cedis. And if you win, what are you going to do with the money? Lots of exciting prizes await you. Don't forget to play before 5 p.m. Monday to Saturday. *266# is the number to dial, or download the iOS and Android apps on mega6lotto.com to play. Mega 6 Lotto is approved and regulated by the National Lotteries Authority. We'll be feeding you a lot more on happenings in Kumasi. My colleague Bilishan will be there to give us the latest and bits and pieces of the Black Stars. That'll be all for this morning. Sunrise continues with Johnny Hughes, Helena Piampofo, and the rest of the team. But DJ Abiam, as always, will be present to serve you with some very fine tunes. Have a hugely terrific Thursday.